Hello everybody, Mike Brailsford, Brailsford Works. Thank you for joining me back on my channel. I do appreciate it. Today I've got a special guest. I've got my grandson.
Layton.
And today you're going to try to do what for the first time?
Learn how to make a bowl.
You're going to do it all by yourself, aren't you? I'm going to show you how, right? Alright, and we're going to get started with that right away. Here we go. Alright, so Layton, this is the tool we're going to use for the most part. This is called a gouge. This is a 5/8 inch bull gouge, okay? And this here is called the grind. That's where it's ground, so you have a cutting edge, okay? This part of the grind, right here, the shiny part, that's called the bevel. It's very important you remember that, okay? All right. First thing we're going to do with this is we are going to flatten out the bottom of the bowl. Okay, and this is called a bowl blank. Okay? All right. So we're going to flatten the bottom first, and then we're going to start working on shaping this slowly like this and developing that bowl shape. We're working on the outside of the bowl right now only. Okay? All right. So you're going to stand over here, and I'm going to show you some of the things that you need to do first. And then we're going to move on to the next step and let you try it, all right? When you're turning something like this, Layton, you want about 700 RPM. You know what RPM stands for?
Miles per hour?
No, that's a good guess. But RPM stands for rotations per minute. So in a minute's time, you want this thing to spin about 700 times, okay? That is not, it's not super slow, it's also not very fast. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. Alright, so what you're going to do is you're going to keep the tool on the tool rest, okay? And you're going to have your left hand up here. The left hand, all it's doing is pushing down. You're not pushing the tool forward with your left hand. All of the pushing forward is going to be with your right hand, which you're going to hold way back at the end, okay? And you want this, the flute. This is what this section, the middle section is called. It's called the flute. You want the flute to be pointing at kind of the 1 o'clock direction. You know how, you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
12, 1, 2, 3, and so forth. Okay? And you also want your bevel, and this is where I was talking to you about before. The bevel is super important. You want that bevel, you want to be looking at your bevel, and you want it to be pointing in the direction you want the cut to go. Okay? If you have it like this, where the bevel is pointing like this into the bowl, and you're going to be using this hand, and you're going to be trying to push it across as hard as you can. It won't cut very good. All right? Okay, so I'm going to do the first cut to show you, and then I'll let you try it after, all right? All right. Face shield down. Always on the tool rest first. Your left hand on, good grip with your right hand. And you want to take just a very small cut. You want to slowly push it through, okay? And we'll show you what that's done. So you can see it's been hitting right here and right here, but nowhere else. It's because this piece of wood isn't flat. It's going like this, okay? And that's what we're trying to do, is we're just trying to make this bottom flat. All right, I'm going to do a couple more cuts. I want you to watch me, and then you're going to try it. All right? On the tool rest. 1 o'clock. Left hand on, small cut. And push very slowly with your right hand. And you can see where the cut is happening, right? You see it? Do one more. starts bouncing too much, you just slow down and let the wood get cut, and then push it forward. All right, ready to try it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, come over here on the tool rest. You got it way back here, okay? Move it up, move your hand up a little further, right up there. There you go, you have better control. Remember, downward with this one, forward with this one. Bevel pointing where you want it to cut. All right? That's perfect. Keep pushing in with your right hand. There you go. Hold, push down with your right, or your left hand. Push down. There you go. You're getting it. It's bouncing. Pull back a little bit. Let it cut. Push forward. Don't twist it. Right there. All right, let's do another one. Put it on. Don't lift it like that. Don't lift it like that. Don't lift it. All right, let's check out what we got. Step on the pedal.
Huh.
Looking pretty good. So what we want to do is we need some way for this to attach onto here. So we have to call what's called a tenon. Okay? It's going to be a piece of wood that will stick out, that when we turn this around, it'll stick into the chuck, and then we turn this, and the jaws of the chuck will squeeze it, and then we'll be able to carve out the inside. Okay? So that's what we're going to do right now, is we're going to form the tenon. So we're going to take several cuts, and we're going to stop it somewhere right around here. Okay?
Just like about right here.
A little bit smaller than that. So you want it to fit into this area here. Okay, what we can do, let me show you. The opening is 3.5 inches. Okay? So we know where our center is. So 1/2 of 3 inches is 1.5 inches. And 1/2 of 1/2 is 1/4. So 1.5 and 1/4 is 1 3/4, right? So we're going to go here, we're going to mark 1 3/4. Go ahead and turn that on. Twist that to that way. Twist this that way. There you go. That's okay. Step on the pedal. All right, so what we want to do is we want to make our cuts stop right there on that line. Okay? All right, you ready?
Just clearing it off a little.
It's all right. We'll get a lot more before there's less. Go ahead and turn it on. Okay. On the tool rest first, right? Your hand forward, forward. There you go. Where's your bevel pointing? Where do you want it pointing?
It's 1 o'clock.
Well, you want the flute at the 1 o'clock, but the bevel, you want it pointing straight ahead, right? All right, we took kind of a deep cut. Step on the pedal. We took kind of a deep cut, and that should be deep enough. So, what we have to do now is we take this tool. This tool is called a skew. Okay, and see how it's got this slanted? It's slanted like this. All right. If you look at the jaws on the chuck, You see they slant inside? That's what you want this to do. You want this to slant in. So when the jaws grab, it can't pop off. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take this like this. I'm going to turn it on. And what we're going to do is we're going to slowly work until this is flat up against there. And this is up against here so that that side angles in. Okay? Now, you would remember what I said. Do not always on the tool rest first, and you come out here and then you work in slowly, okay? Turn it on. There you go.
Put my hand a little bit closer.
Yep, closer. Right there. So we're gonna do slowly like this. Okay, push it in. Alright, do it again, right here. Push. Okay, go this way, then a little bit on top. Go this way, a little on top. What?
The tools start like
It was okay.
in my hand.
Alright, step on the pedal. Alright. So you see it? You see what we did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright, now we're gonna start shaping, okay? All right, so I'm going to take the tool rest. I'm going to angle it a little bit, and you want the tool rest to be as close to the work as you can without touching. And so that's why. See, it's hitting. And move back a little bit. Now it's good. All right. So we're going to work out on the corner, and we're going to use it. We're going to just start. Let me show you to start with. Okay. Right in the corner, we're just going to try to nip the ends off, like that. And we're going to keep doing that. And we're going to start out here, and we're going to roll it in. And we're going to keep doing that. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Just kind of like this stuff, but just in and out.
Yeah, but remember the bevel. That's the most important thing. Remembering where the bevel is and making sure that bevel is pointed where you want the cut to go. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Turn it on. Turn it on.
Yep.
Okay. Hand up forward a little bit. There you go. And back some. Put your right hand back. There you go. Okay. Get over underneath. There you go. Okay, step on the pedal. Let's check out what we got.
Well, if you want to get this.
And if you notice as we go along, the more when you're starting to cut longer and longer areas, it starts to feel smoother when it's cutting. Whereas where you're out here and it's only cutting in a few spots, it's bouncing from high spot to high spot. When you're back here where it's cutting almost all of it, it's staying pretty smooth. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you ready? Let's go try again. Okay. You're gonna have a lot more before you have less. So go ahead, turn it on.
When they get back to our house.
Start way back. You almost want the bevel pointing right back at you. Here, okay? We took a very deep cut. Let's cut that in half and take only part of it. There we go, that's better. Push with your right hand. Push. Keep pushing. All right, let's do it again. Push. 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 Keep pushing. You're getting it. Very good. Do it again. Push. 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 Keep pushing. Oh my gosh, you are getting this. This is great. Ready? Push. 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 Up. Keep pushing. All right, step on the pedal. You know what? Let me tell you something. I had my hand just resting on there, but that was all you. You did that. Give me a fist bump. Yes, sir. Look at it. See, you're getting that. Feel how it's getting. Push, 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 push. Keep coming out with it. Out with it, out with it. Out, out, out. Push, push, push. Keep pushing. Push. Keep pushing. All right, let's come out here. Ready? Push. Keep it, come, roll it, rolling out. Push. Okay, all right, stop it. I'm going to show you something. Let me do a cut. I'm going to show you what you got to do. And one of the things you're doing is you want to push down on it. That's not what you want to do. You want to push into it, into the wood, straight in like this, okay? Like your hand right at the end. See where my hand is right now? That's almost like what you want to do, but you want to hold it and you're shoving in. You don't want to shove down, because if you do, and you're raising your cutting tip way too high. You want it level.
Hey, Grandpa.
And you want to be pushing into the wood. And another thing is this bevel. Remember what I said? We want it to be pointing in the direction of the cut. You keep wanting to pull it too far in. So we want this cut to be round. Okay, so you're constantly coming around in a circle like this. Okay, so you got to make sure you are starting like this over here. Okay, and when you finish, you want to be out here like this. Does that make sense to you? Okay, let me readjust the tool rest. But you are doing amazingly well. Ready? Let's go ahead and turn it on.
More stuff.
You're gonna have a lot more stuff. Okay. On the tool rest, way over here, or over here. Okay, move your hand up closer. Where should this be? Way out there. And a very light cut. Okay, you want a teeny tiny cut. There you go. Start rotating just slowly. There you go. Oh, very good. That is amazing. Too much. Stay right there for a sec. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Keep pushing. Keep rotating. Rotating and pushing. That's what you want to do, okay? Push, 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 push. Let's do a few cuts out here. Maybe we can get rid of that. Get that finally round. What do you think? Push. Come on. Come on. Oh, you want to do this? Push. Push. What do you got? Yeah, but then also don't push down either. I mean, don't make it go up. All right, let's start out here. That's good. Come back to here. There you go. Way out here. Start way back again. Let's see how we look.
Oh, man. There's so much mess.
You are doing amazingly well. So,
What?
this piece right here, that's actually bark, so we need to get through that. So we have a few more cuts to make, and then we're going to do a real shallow, very slow cut to make sure we get a nice smooth surface, okay? All right, so go ahead and turn it on. Turn it on. Way over here. Out more. There you go. Very shallow cut. Start rotating. Start rotating.
You're not even touching this.
What?
You're not even touching my hand.
I know. I told you that. All I have is 2 fingers on it right now. That's all. Ready? Let's go back again. Way back. Real shallow cut. Get it in there. Oh. Turn it. You know what? You're turning it wrong. You're up to 11 a little bit more. A little more. Open it up. Okay, that's better. There we go. That's what we wanted. See, nice smooth cut. Go nice and slow. We're not in a race. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Keep rotating out. Beautiful. Keep going. Keep going. Look at you. Look at you. That is, oh my gosh. I know adult turners who don't get a surface that looks that good. Alright, first thing we want to do, I'm going to set up the tool rest so that it is nice and even on here. Okay. Make sure it doesn't hit anywhere. It doesn't. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing when we started on the bottom, on the top. Is we want to go across. So we want to get this flat, and then we'll start worrying about how to hollow it out, okay? So come over, stand over here. All right. Turn it on. Okay. Back to 1 o'clock, right? Let's check, push the red button. That's the same thing as stepping on the pedal. Let's see. Now we still have a little more to get through. Okay? So go ahead and turn it on. Oh. Okay, that's better. Ready? Let's check it out again. How do we look? Oh, we're not quite there yet.
Look at that coloration.
Yeah, we still got to get this little bit out there. Okay.
Pretty.
Yeah, it is. All right, hit the button. All right, turn it on, I mean. Ready? All right, turn it off. Tool rest is actually a little bit high. So I'm going to drop that down. It looks like we got it where we want it. Drop that a little bit. Okay. So, when we start to hollow a bowl, we start in the middle. And we want the bevel, remember, we want it to follow the outside of the bowl. So you're going to have it looking like this. You know what parallel means? Parallel means 2 lines are following exactly the same distance apart. They don't meet, okay? So you want this line here of your bevel, where it's cutting in, to be running parallel with the outside of the bowl. So you're going to keep half an eye here and half an eye here. And then you're going to scoop. Okay? And I'll show you, let me show you, get a few of them done. Start in the middle, a little bit. Outside of the bowl like this, my bevel like this. Okay? And then you roll it in. Okay?
Oh, I see.
Pushing in. Again, pushing in with your right hand, pushing down with your left. Hold on, let me do a couple more. And rotating back. So you want a stance where you can move like this, okay? Out here, rotate it in. All right, but here's the thing. It's important to remember. We have to make sure that we make it to the side at the same time we make it to the bottom. We don't want to cut through the bottom. Know what happens when you cut through the bottom? You don't have a bowl anymore. You know what you got?
What?
A funnel.
What's a funnel?
A funnel is something with a big opening on top and a little opening on the bottom. Okay? All right, so let's try this out. Okay? Come over here. Like I said, a good stance. Up here, in shallow cuts. Pushing in and rotating over. Okay? Again, pushing in. Oh. Rotating back. You don't want to have to step back when you do it. There you go. Keep pushing in. Keep pushing in. Oh, you got your thing a little closed. All right. Push in. Push. Push in. And make sure you're pulling down on it. Rotate across. All right, hit the red button. Don't ever touch it until it stops. All right, so here's one of the things. Shaping the outside. That's where you did excellent with that. And what you got to do is you practice, because when you practice over and over again, you develop what's called muscle memory. Okay, that's where your muscles know what to do almost instinctively as you start to get a feel for how you're doing it. Right now, this all feels very clumsy to you, doesn't it? Yeah, because this is your first time doing it by yourself. So, it's going to take some time. We're just going to keep practicing. Every time you come, we'll do another bowl. And before you know it, you'll be doing these. You'll kicking these things out left and right by yourself. Okay? But for now, remember, downward pressure. You can also try to hold it like this. Okay? That way you can put your thumb here as a stopper to keep it from wanting to pull back, because that's what it wants to do naturally. And you're going to be pushing in and rotating around. We're going to do a couple more cuts, and then we're going to sharpen again, okay? So come over here, turn it on. All right, on the tool rest before you get it to the work. All right, and remember what I said about the bevel. Push in, rotate, 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 keep rotating. Keep going, keep going. There you go. And then push across. Okay. All right, hit the red button. On the tool rest, try what I told you this way. Put your hand like this. There you go. And make sure you got it open enough. This is closed. That's open. Okay? Open it up a little bit. There you go. All right. Remember the bevel. Push in. Rotate. Oh, that's amazing. Open it up a little bit. You're getting it. Oh, goodness. All right, ready? Oh, see? So put your thumb here. There you go.
That's hot.
Rotate. All right, hit the red button. So to prevent becoming a funnel, you're going to take this. You see this? That's how thick it is from the bottom to the bottom over there. Okay, right here, that distance. Okay? So that shows you we want to get it down to about right there. See? That's where we want to get it to. But right now, you're this much. Okay, so we'll keep this handy right here. All right, turn it on. Turn your hand around. This one. Right there. There you go. Sometimes doing that core is a little difficult. Okay. Start again. Right here. Okay. Turn it off. So, is it, as you're doing more and more cuts, is it feeling a little better? Like you're starting to get the hang of it? That just means you're starting to develop your muscle memory. Okay? Let's take another look and see how thick it is. Bless you. Yeah, it's still very thick. We still got a long way to go. Alright, turn it on. Push. You gotta keep going in first. See, you're going in and then turn. This is a very deep cut. Keep coming. Keep going in. Keep going in, keep going in, keep going in. That's right.
You can check it.
Okay.
That's good.
We're getting there. We still got a few more cuts to do.
Okay.
Okay? Nope.
Oh, wrong one.
Yep. Okay. Let's do another cut. We're not going to take that much because we're almost to the outside, okay? Let's check it.
Check.
There you go.
I think it might be good.
So, what it is, it's thick enough here, but starting right here, all the way to the bottom. Yeah, you pulled it out a little bit right there. Oh, smooth, buddy, smooth. Very nice. Let's check it out. We might be done. All right, hold this. Daddy's asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look.
Daddy's asleep.
Yeah, watch. Look at that. See, what you want this distance on the whole wall to remain about the same. See? Watch. So just a tiny bit, but for the most part, that is good. All right. All right, so we're gonna sand it. We're not done yet. We got to take the tenon off the bottom, but we need to sand it first, okay? But we're not gonna do that. No one likes to watch sanding, so I'm gonna shut off the video. Okay, Layton, the last thing we have to do is we have to take off the tenon, okay? And we take this in very, very light strokes because this is one of the more critical areas. And many turners have ruined a perfectly good bowl by getting too crazy doing this part, okay? So we're going to do this, so we're going to work, and so this bevel, how's it got to be pointing?
This way?
Perfectly flat, straight across, okay? And we're taking very, very, very light cuts. So come here, standing there. Go ahead, turn it on. Got your mask on? We're all good to go. All right, so very light, like that. There you go. However many cuts it takes, it's what it takes. Do it again. Again. Push. Do it again. Move your hand up. You're way too far back. There you go. Alright, something that's important on a bowl. You don't want the bottom to be super flat. You want the rim to be a little proud of the center. What that means is you want it to dip in a little bit. The reason is, if it's perfectly flat, anytime you put it on a counter or anything, if there's anything on the counter, it'll always rock if it's sitting on top of it. If the bottom is concave, it'll sit flat all the time. And the way you check that, just take the tool, put it across, and look on top. I don't know if you can, you're a little short, but trust me, it dips in. All we got to do is sand the bottom, and it's all good to go. All right, hold this. Hey, Maddox, tell everybody what that is. And what do you want them to do? What should they do to Brailsford Works? Click what?
Click.
Like. And what else?
Subscribe.
Subscribe, that's right. And leave comments?
Leave comment.
Okay. Say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.